A struggling father laughed with a mysterious lady, not expecting she was rich and would steal his heart. The diner smelled like burnt coffee and old dreams. It was nearly midnight, and David sat hunched over a half-eaten grilled cheese, his 5-year-old daughter Lily curled up in the booth beside him, fast asleep under his worn-out jacket. He was exhausted. Job interviews had gone nowhere, rent was overdue, and he had just enough money for this meal and gas to get home, if he skipped breakfast tomorrow. As he rubbed his tired eyes, a soft voice floated from the next booth. "Looks like someone had a long day." David glanced up and saw a woman with wild auburn curls and a sparkle in her eyes. She wore a coat that looked too expensive for this part of town, but she had no air of superiority, only kindness. She smiled at Lily, then at him. "I'd say more like a long year," David muttered, forcing a chuckle. "You mind if I join you?" "I'm terrible at eating alone," she asked, already sliding into the booth. David blinked, unsure, but something in her energy disarmed him. "Sure. As long as you don't mind tired dads with peanut butter in their hair." She laughed, a real, melodic laugh. "I've had worse dinner dates." They talked. For an hour. Then 2. She didn't ask for details, but listened when he shared them, how he lost his wife to cancer, how he gave up everything to raise Lily, how he'd worked construction until a back injury sidelined him, and how he was now fighting just to stay afloat. She didn't offer solutions or pity. Just genuine interest. And laughter. They laughed a lot, and David, for the first time in months, felt seen, not as a burden or a failure, but as a man with a story worth telling. When Lily stirred awake, the woman gently reached into her purse and handed her a small teddy bear keychain. "Every brave girl needs a brave bear," she whispered. "Thank you," Lily smiled sleepily. The woman stood up, placed enough cash on the table to cover their meal twice over, and scribbled something on a napkin. "You've made my night. I hope this helps yours." Then she was gone, her heels clicking against the tile. David looked at the napkin. It had a phone number and a name, Elena Stone. The name tickled something in his memory. He shrugged it off. Just a kind stranger. The next morning, while feeding Lily cereal, he turned on the TV. The anchor was gushing about a philanthropist and tech heiress visiting the city for a secret charity project. Elena Stone, founder of Stone Innovations, was spotted last night. David froze. There she was. That same wild hair, same smile. The woman who sat in his booth and listened like he mattered. Shaken but curious, he texted her. "Just a thank you." She replied instantly, "Meet me. Noon. Same diner." They met. Then again. And again. Each time, the walls he'd built around his heart began to crumble. One chilly afternoon, as Lily danced between them in the falling leaves, Elena turned to him and said, "I've met people with millions who never knew joy. But last night, sitting in that diner, watching you love your daughter with nothing but hope in your pocket. I knew I wanted more of that in my life." David, overwhelmed, could only whisper, "I didn't expect you. Any of this." She smiled. "Neither did I. But maybe we were both exactly what the other needed." Weeks later, Elena offered him a job, managing a new charity project helping single parents get back on their feet. Not out of pity, but belief. In him. And slowly, the man who had once only survived began to live again, with love, purpose, and a hand that never let go of his. Sometimes, the heart finds what it needs in the most unexpected places. And sometimes, laughter with a stranger in a quiet diner can rewrite the story of your life.